Hello, guys, and welcome to Teacher Talk TV. This is the episode 6 of Daily Current Affairs. So, let's begin. Narendra Singh Tomar virtually launched Shakar Mitra scheme to provide paid internship to the youth NCDC initiative. Narendra Singh Tomar, Union Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Minister, inaugurated a Shakar Mitra Scheme internship program (SIP), an initiative of the NCDC, that is, National Cooperative Development Corporation. Young professionals will be working with the NCDC under the scheme with paid internships to develop leadership and entrepreneurial skills through the cooperatives by playing the role of FPO, that is, Farmer Producer Organization. Under the scheme, each intern will receive financial support for a period of 4 months. Shipping Ministry approved revised cost estimates of rupees 123.95 crore for ship repair facilities in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Ministry of Shipping has approved the revised cost of estimate of rupees 123.95 crore for the project extension of Dry Dock 2 at Marine Dockyard, including supply, installation and commissioning of dry dock pumps and accessories in Port Blair, South Andaman for augmenting ship repair facilities in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. The project envisages extension of existing dock length by 90 meters by August 2021. About Ministry of Shipping, its Minister of State is Mansukh Mandavia and its Secretary is Dr. Rajiv Ranjan. Number 3. First in the world, Indian Railways runs double stack container train in OHE electrified region. Indian Railways created a benchmark by setting a new world history on successful running of the first double-decker container train with a contact wire of 7.57 meter height. In the high-rise overhead equipment OHE electrified territory on the Western Railway from Palanpur and Bothar stations in Gujarat. About Indian Railways, its Union Railway Minister is Piyush Goyal and Minister of State is Suresh Channa Basappa Angadi. Number 4. NHAIA becomes first fully digitalized organization in construction sector. The National Highway Authority of India (NHAI) under the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways becomes the first organization in the construction sector to become fully digitalized utilizing the cloud and artificial intelligence powered by the data lake, a big data Atlantic analytic platform and project management software. About Ministry of Road and Transport and Highway, its minister is Nitin Jairam Gadkari and its Minister of State is General Dr. VK Singh. Number 5. DST institutes among top 30 Indian institutions in Nature Index 2020. CAS China topped globally. In accordance with the Nature Index 2020 ratings, three autonomous institutions of the Department of Science and Technology, that is DST, Government of India ranked among top 30 Indian. The Nature Index 2020 ratings has been globally topped by Chinese Academy of Sciences, that is CAS, China, while India's Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, that is CSIR, is on the 160th position globally, but stood first among Indian institutions. Number 6. Three-member high-level committee set up by the Petroleum Ministry to inquire the Assam oil well disaster. A three-member high-level committee was formed by the Petroleum Ministry to inquire the disaster at Oil India Limited well in Assam. The panel will be headed by the Director General of Directorate General of Hydrocarbons SCL Das. Other members include former ONGC Chairman BC Bora and former ONGC Director TK Sen Gupta. The panel will identify the lapses in the following laid down protocols and procedures which will lead to the incident and submit a report in a month's time. Third India Asian Youth Dialogue held from June 8 to 10, 2020. Youth-centric initiatives highlighted. The Third India Association of Southeast Asian Nations, that is ASEAN, Youth Dialogue 2020 regarded the youth as vehicles of change who are playing a pivotal role by leading the fight against the pandemic. The central elements of ASEAN India's strategic partnerships are effectively and constructively channelizing the youthful energy, education, and skill development. Therefore, the members have pledged to enhance the central elements during the 2020 Youth Dialogue. Madhya Pradesh becomes the top wheat procurer, pumps rupees 25,000 crores to boost farmers. Madhya Pradesh becomes India's largest wheat procurer in the year 2020-21, surpassing Punjab. Rupees 25,000 crore introduced to boost farmers. Madhya Pradesh also produced the most wheat, wheat about 30 million tons this year. RBI bars People's Cooperative Bank from granting fresh loans accepting deposits for 6 months. The Reserve Bank of India has restricted People's Cooperative Bank located in Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh from granting fresh loans and expecting and accepting deposits for 6 months from June 10, 2020 due to its weak financial position. The bank is barred from selling, transferring, or disposing any of its properties or assets. Also, no withdrawal of amount across all saving bank or current accounts or any other account of a depositor will be allowed from the cooperative bank. Global trade to decline further by 27% in Q2 after 5% decline in first quarter. UNCTAD's report. On June 11, 2020, according to the report Global Trade Update 2020 released by the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, that is UNCTAD, the value of international trade in goods fell by 5% in the first quarter, that is Q1 of 2020, and is expected to plunge further by 27% in the ongoing second quarter, that is Q2, due to the unprecedented effects of the coronavirus, that is COVID-19 pandemic. It has also forecasted a 20% annual decline in trade for the year 2020. Indian American soil scientist Dr. Ratan Lal honored as 2020 World Food Prize Laureate. On 11 June 2020, 76-year-old Indian American soil scientist Dr. Ratan Lal received the 2020 World Food Prize Laureate of about rupees 1.89 crore for developing and mainstreaming a soil-centric approach to increase food production that conserves natural resources and mitigates climate change. He was born in 1944 in Karyal, West Punjab, India. Kerala startup ties up with SCTIMST to launch IoT-based PIN-19 and UV Spot COVID-19. Kerala startup VST Mobility Solutions has launched Internet of Things, that is IoT-based facility that works without any human touch, automated mass disposal machine, Bin19 and ultraviolet UV Spot, a UV light-based multi-purpose disinfector in association with Sri Chitra Tirunal Institute for Medical Sciences and Technology, that is SCTIMST. The Bin19 is developed using Chitra UV based face mask disposal bin technology from SCTIMST. This is the first time such facilities are available in Kerala. Former member of Planning Commission A. Vaidyanathan passed away at 88. On 10 June 2020, the former member of the Planning Commission, advocate of data quality and economist Dr. A. Vaidyanathan passed away at the age of 88 in Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. He worked as a professor of the Madras Institute of Development Studies and the Center for Development Studies. He joined the National Council of Applied Economic Research in 1956. He worked at the Food and Agriculture Organizations at Rome and World Bank from 1972 to 76. He is a member of Perspective Planning Division of the Planning Commission from 1962 to 1972 and K.N. Raj Committee on Taxation of Agricultural Income from 1969 to 1970. He had experience in agricultural policies, water management, and national statistics, and involved in developing the statistical systems of India and National Sample Survey. Lockdown Liaisons, Living and Other Stories, authored by Shobha D. Writer and columnist Shobha D's new collection of stories titled Lockdown Liaisons, Living and Other Stories, a book reflecting the impacts of COVID-19 on human lives, published by Simon and Schuster India and released on May 30, 2020. About lockdown illusions, it is a collection of short stories from different perspectives from men and women, young and old, brave and cowardly, cheerful and weighed down. The book displays the shifting emotions of people during the pandemic and its effect on people and their struggle to adjust to the new normal. The last one, World Day Against Child Labor 2020. June 12 of every year is observed as the World Day Against Child Labor, which was launched by the International Labour Organization ILO in 2002 to focus on the global extent of child labor and the steps to taken to eliminate it. The theme of 2020 was Protect Children from Labor now more than ever. About ILO, its Director General is Guy Ryder and its headquarters is in Geneva, Switzerland. About UNICEF, its executive director is Henrietta H. Fore and its headquarters is in New York, United States of America. So guys, this was all about this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have any queries related to anything, please write it in comment box. We'll surely reply to you. And if you liked our video, so don't forget to subscribe our channel and press the notification bell all so you never miss a video. So subscribe to our channel and thank you so much for watching. See you guys in my next video.